Hey guys, you guys asked for a video on the Facebook page, and this was the most popular topic, so I'm gonna do it. And here goes. So I had all this prepped up before, and then I started recording, and I realized my mic was muted like 20 minutes in, so I'm tilted. Okay, so this is a game from today, and I'm gonna show you guys how Vander actually used Vision like really effectively. So Forbidden Misplays here gets polymorphed by Ryu, so he can't use the second portion of the E. And they go up and they push down the second turret, and then Vander bases gets the Sightstone. And let's skip ahead. Okay, so he just base got the Sightstone. Okay, so they got a Sightstone, or Vander got a Sightstone, Jankos got the Tracker's Knife, and they both got pink wards. And they presume to take complete control over this side of the jungle. And so what this does is this vision is ensuring that Forgiven is able to effectively split push, and Forgiven ends up chunking about 60% of this turret in the next few minutes while these wards are up. They base here to make sure Otoame doesn't get dove, but now the vision's down for Forgiven, and Forgiven knows 100% that he is safe to push this tower, and it prevents Spirit from really helping out, like being effective on the bottom side of the map. It was a really nice vision play from H2K. I just thought it was nice, cool way to use vision, and the triangle that they form on the minimap down here is extremely effective and something that you should try to emulate as a support. If you get ahead, you should go place those wards. And also, they're effectively using their pink wards as a second layer of vision, because you want your pink wards as a second layer of vision, since pink wards take a while to take down. And so if your green wards see enemies walking towards your pink wards, you can effectively move and prevent them from taking your pink wards, keep them up longer. And on top of that, it's easier to move up your front line of vision than it is the pink wards, since your front line of vision is free now. Pink wards cost 75 gold. So you want to keep those pink wards safe and keep them effective. It's more effective if they're the second line of vision. Okay, moving on from that. This is a great map.rifkit.net if you're ever doing any coaching or want to just explore the map or whatever. Here's a little, thing. It's a really nice tool, helps you out with stuff. So, playing around the jungler. What I like to do as a jungler is, or as the jungler, like jungle v jungle, you're trying to snowball your lanes, but also a really easy way to do this and get ahead in your position, I find, is finding information and making intelligent decisions based off of that. That sounds very simple, because it is. All you have to do is find out where the jungler is, where he's going, assess where you are at the game, and make decisions off of that. Super easy, right? So, jungler does that typical level 3 gank top. I started topside because I like to start topside. And I do this weird route where I go Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, Gromp, Blue. What does this route give me? Well, it gives me the option here. I can base, shop, get a red buff, and then I can go fight this guy. Because this guy, he would have done boom, 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 level 3, maybe this, gank top. Now he's kind of low from a gank, burns his cooldowns, heads back into his jungle, or bases, cleans up Gromp and Wolves. If he heads back into his jungle here, with the timing, because I've done this a lot, if he heads back into his jungle, I can meet him at Wolves and kill him. And he's not going to smite Wolves early, because no one smites Wolves early. No one would expect me here, because no one's based yet, so like no one has pinks. This is a free invade. And if I'm playing Lee Sin or Elise, odds are you're dead. Or Vi, any good early game jungler, which I like to pick, odds are you're dead. Red side or red side and blue side, just like in general, as the jungler. I'm just trying to move these guys back to like compositions. I like to drop, these are my two favorite wards for my pink. The reason I put them in these two brushes is they cover a lot of ground. I can see 3 jungle, like 4 paths you can take from this pink ward, and almost no one checks this brush. And this one sees if you're going to go mid or into mid river. And also on top of that, I like offensive pink wards as a jungler because it allows for me to make intelligent decisions based off of that, and it gets me ahead of the curve. So if I see the jungler move up into mid river, my top laner knows to back off, my mid laner knows to back off, I can go gank bot for free, I can go farm as bot side jungle, I can go gank mid if I think I can win the 2v2. It ensures more information and faster information than if I was to drop my pink ward here. Because this pink ward, while it's effective, A, it's highly contested, and B, my mid laner and top laner can't react as fast, and more importantly, I can't react as fast. I get more information here, and while this may give me more accurate information, I would rather take the faster information as the jungler, because then I can make quick decisions. Jungle is all about thinking, and all about outplaying your opponent, and I think it's a really cool role. Not one that I main, but a really cool role. Okay, as the support, if you get ahead, this is what you want to do. First base, you shove them in, you base, right? Do not go straight back to lane with the Sightstone. That is a horrible decision. You drop these wards. And if they have a pink ward in this brush, or you know that they're going to back up the pink ward, you move that ward over this wall here. Put it like below the wall. What this does is this gives me, there is only, or even better, I can drop this ward and I can keep this ward here. This totally ensures that I know where the jungler, if the jungler comes bot, I know. I cover all the routes. That's simple. If I'm not scared about the jungler base and bot, let's say I have like a super passive lane, or like we get really ahead, and so far ahead that he can't gank bot anymore, move this ward here. Help your mid laner out. Hell, move it over here. Doesn't matter. As a support, the reason why people say like, oh, support's so hard to carry, you don't deal damage, but you are in charge of controlling the map, and a good support controls the pace of the game. From the laning phase to the end of the game, if you're a good support, you control the pace of the game. And support's probably, it's my most successful role in solo queue. I'm Diamond 1 on one account, Diamond 2 on another. If you control the pace of game as support, you can win a lot of games. And it's a lot harder this season because the blue trinket, I can't make as many picks as I used to. And so I've been sticking to more teamfight based supports like Alistar, Janna, Braum. Thresh isn't as good at the moment because of that, which is too bad because with Thresh I could just control vision and get picks that way and get my team back in the game or snowball or lead. With blue trinket, it's really hard to do that now. It's like teams are running like 4 blue trinkets. It's like you just can't make picks. It's kind of annoying. I wish they nerf it. Anyway, besides that, whenever you see someone in vision, you always want to think to yourself, where have they been? Where are they going? Especially as a jungler. So what camps has he farmed? If I see this jungler, let's say I have a ward here, and I see this guy move up here, right? I probably don't want to go in here. He probably just farmed both these camps. Very rarely will a jungler just base and walk like straight to top lane if his 2 camps are up. It's not efficient. So if I see this, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna walk into this, or I'm gonna get vision control somewhere. I can then gank bot. I can do whatever I want because I see the jungler. So I know if I avoid this part of the map, I will not find the jungler. I can go anywhere else. It's making these cross-map plays. It's like the tower trades, you know? Like when you see those LCS teams trading towers, it's because they have to make the cross-map play or else they get behind. They committed 4 resources at the top lane. I need to commit 4 resources to my bot lane and ensure we split even towers. As a jungler, it's kind of the same way. Okay, he's committing his resources top lane. I'm going to commit mine bot. There's also another theory of this. You can also, if you see him coming top, you can sneak in here and fight him if you can win the 2v2. That's perfectly fine too. It's all about assessing your information. As a player myself, I tend to avoid that situation because if it's a, I believe that if I go bot here, this is a higher probability play for me because he has the risk of if the gank is successful or not. I have the guaranteed CS farm and XP down here, and I also put him further behind. Now, if I do this 2 or 3 times and I see him going top, you better bet your ass. I know I'm 2 levels ahead of him. I'm gonna go up top and kill him. But like early game, first decision, I like to make cross map plays, get myself ahead, and use that to snowball a 2v2 later. Because every fight you turn later in the game is more expensive. Because you stay dead for longer. You miss more creeps. Besides that, oh yeah, always have your, I mentioned this in passing early, always have your pink wards be a second layer of vision, unless you're going to drop like early aggressive ones. These are fine early, because like they stick around, you can see where the jungler goes, but once they discover them, keep your pink wards as a second line of defense, because pink wards take a while to kill, and so if you find someone walking to kill a pink ward, you can make a move on it if you have a green ward in front of it. So like my favorite combo is support. I drop this pink ward, I drop this pink ward, and I drop this green ward. Then I can see if they walk into the river, and I can see if they're going to that pink ward. And if I see someone cross over, and I know Scuttle Crab's down, like I can roam easy to mid if I'm pushed in. Like if it's the right time to roam, obviously. Besides that, for general map awareness, always check the minimap and tell yourself how many people are visible. If you only see 2 people visible, don't go for the play. Or if you see 3 people visible, but you know their top laner can TP down, don't go for the play. Unless you like absolutely know like they're in base or like I just saw them topside. Because odds are if you're gonna go in bot lane 2v2 and you don't see the mid laner and you don't see the top laner, you don't see the jungler, hey, odds are 1 or 2 of those could be bot and you guys get turned on and die. And if you watch, let's see who does it, Piglet's stream. Piglet's really interesting. He'll like hit tab like while he's CSing. He stares at the scoreboard and just assesses every item, every situation, who's ahead, who's behind. He lives off that thing, and he lives off the minimap as well. A lot of pros will check the minimap like after every CS, and map awareness is one of the most important skills you can have as a player because it'll help you make more informed decisions, help yourself make higher percentage plays, and it will help you avoid bad situations more importantly. Let's see, besides that, oh, don't be afraid to replace pink wards later. If you're ahead, do not keep this pink ward here. This pink ward is not useful anymore. If their vision only extends to here, drop this pink ward here, here, or here. And also, if you're ahead, you have more gold. So don't be afraid to replace pink wards. If you're a support and you drop 2 pink wards in a game, you are failing. You want to drop 6, 7, 8 pink wards a game. Because with every objective, you ensure that that's okay. Like, hey, this is clear. Like, we can take this. Like, if you're going to take Baron, you don't want this pink ward here. What's this going to do? Move, like, when you're a support, you're like, I came from a golfing background. So I view the support as a caddy for the team. The support's job is to do everything necessary in order to help the team win the game. Vision, itemization, being like at the right place in the right time, and helping the AD like get CS and lane, all that good stuff. Your job is to do whatever you can to help your team win the game. And that goes for all positions, but it's just more for support because I'm not limited to farming. I just need XP. I only need a certain amount of gold to get my items. And I only need a certain amount of XP to hit my ability thresholds. And so you need to move in order to be in the right place at the right time. You need to move in order to effectively snowball the map. And that includes how you move yourself and your vision around the map. And if you do that correctly, then you will find that support is actually one of the easiest roles to carry with, even a high diamond elo. You'd be really surprised how easy it is to carry. I had like a game that I won in 25 minutes playing as Janna, and I decided to scrap it because our mid laner and jungler got so far ahead that it didn't really matter where my vision was because they were going like 3 towers deep and getting out with double kills. And Kha'Zix was legendary at 15 minutes. And also, I really enjoyed that clip from H2K Fnatic. Even though H2K lost the game, Odoamne like TP'd in when they already disengaged the fight, and if he kept on split pushing, they would have gotten an inhib and probably 2 next turrets, and then could have used that pressure to take Baron, and then probably win the game. But they threw. I really enjoyed that clip, and H2K is the best macro team at the moment, and they're really fun to watch. Probably's got a good mind for the game, and along with Jankos and Vander at the moment. So anyway, that's what I have for you so far. If you want to see anything else, I'll feel free. Like, I'm happy to go over it. I enjoy talking about the game, sharing knowledge, getting feedback, and like having intelligent discussions. It helps me improve, and it helps you improve as well. Besides that, let's see. That's about all I have. If you enjoyed the video, like it, and if you didn't like it, dislike it and tell me why. I'm looking to get better at this. So I really appreciate it. And have a good one. Hope this helps. See you guys.